are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store. On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay, and he'll be taken down at the 22-yard line. For these receivers, you have to be ready because he's going to throw quick on that. He's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the off-season, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you're holding to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
Here we go.
But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
21. On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Now it's because of the opportunity to make everyone throughout this game.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and
from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here we go, here we go. 21.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. His first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards to pick up, first down. The Buccaneers had 5 of 11 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A first carry for Rashad White. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. On second down, here's Fournette. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Relationship is up and good. We are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go, here we go.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy to run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Chalk that up as a 40-yard loss. It's third down. His first before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big goes off on the offensive line. They can do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Here we go.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Singletary again. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Got London on a slant. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo.
As a defense, you're more cautious with red zone coverage because you're looking your eyes out and see the play in front of you. We keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it at the line scrimmage.
Here we go.
Garoppolo. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Shaquille Barrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As we beat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 58 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Ready. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. Touchdown. Russell Gage, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Edwards. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Here we go, here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before the receiver gets to the next guy in the zone.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. They find someone taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Jacoby Myers, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
This could be the turning point. You know the owner's going to be happy with that one.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
On the set.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. A pass underneath for Fournette. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Max Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
looking there for Pittsburgh, intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive. Here, they need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Ready? Going right side is White. third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
11.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point. Singletary loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them all. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. It's still down quite a bit here, several scores. But yeah, let's say it's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 4th quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Here's White. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's the option going right. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm. And they only hit 3 out of it.
I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. That's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
First down, here's White. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Opting to run again here with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far. And that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That quick shuttle pass here is complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's caught by Myers. The 20. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well. Because
21. Here we go. 1, Omaha.
Garoppolo now. The wrestling caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
Now a give up the middle. This is White. 65 yards on the ground for him so far. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
10 more there and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Garoppolo again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And they'll indeed take a knee.